Today on Suncoast View, Bradenton ramps up its outdoor entertainment. We'll talk about a new entertainment district on the way. And the West Coast Black Theater Troupe has launched the careers of many local artists. And today we get a performance from some of their up-and-coming stars.
We feel the need for speed, and the Sarasota Offshore Grand Prix is coming up this weekend. We get an exclusive peek at one of those great big speed boats. All that and more right now on Suncoast View.
Welcome to the show. Nate Jacobs humming our song for us.
I know. I can't help every time I hear that song.
Sounds better when you do it.
Yeah, when we do
you.
it doesn't sound like that at all.
Well, it's glad to be back, ladies. Always a great time here at Suncoast View. So thank you.
We are glad you are with us, and we're going to talk more about everything coming up at West Coast Black Theater, because even though it's summer, our area theater is staying very, very busy, which we like.
Very busy, which is great. Yes,
yeah, that is
definitely.
great. We also want to see who's in the kitchen today, and we have some new faces to welcome. From Bricks Smoked Meat, we welcome Pit Master Mark and Chef Keith. Welcome, gentlemen. What are we making today?
We're making smoked brisket the Bricks Smoked Meats way. And we'll also have some tacos to go with it.
All right, that sounds good. Now tell us about your new location and exactly where it is.
Certainly. We're located at 1528 State Street. We're downtown Sarasota. And we've been open about 5.5 weeks now.
All right, well, for folks who haven't had a chance to stop by yet, we're looking forward to the preview, and we'll be joining you in the kitchen. Great to have you here.
Thank you.
Nate, I think congratulations are in order. I understand West Coast Black Theater officially has the check from a grant you received. Tell us what this is going to do for your
This is,
campaign.
I think, the third check we've gotten from Selby Foundation. Once they bought lighting. All the lighting equipment for our theater. They also paid for the awning that goes around the outside. The $250,000 that we just received will be a part of our capital campaign.
And I see sketches here. What are you
There it is.
building?
Yeah, that's our new theater space there. We are raising $6 million to renovate the entire complex, which contains 2 buildings. First building is going to be administration and education, and then the second building is going to remain the theater, but it's going to be a brand new building inside. And so we're so happy about this $250 million. We are $3,900,000 in.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
That's great.
Yes.
You're getting there.
Yeah. So we just want to wrap up the other $2 million so we can get this done. So hopefully this summer we'll start on one of the buildings.
Well, this has to be an amazing feat, because when you think about where you started and how this whole vision came about and now where you are.
Without a dime, and actually 13 years without a permanent home. And then we came in ownership of this complex. I am floating on a cloud. I mean, without a home for 13 years, and then to be where we are now, raising money to do a renovation, that's the amazing city that we happen to be fortunate and be a part of. Sarasota has been really kind to.
Oh, but
And
you
a
got the
testament,
hottest
I was going to say, a testament to the kind of performances you're putting on, because, you know, everyone wants to come and see those shows.
Yeah, you
the
can
hot
hardly
ticket.
ever get a ticket. You've got to get them early.
Thank you. We're trying to stay on top of everything over there.
All right, well, we look forward to all the new developments, and we're going to get a performance from West Coast Black Theater's summer programs coming up. It is time for our first hot topic, and an outdoor entertainment district is on its way to downtown Bradenton. The city unanimously approved making several blocks within Old Manatee in East Bradenton an entertainment area. That's roughly from the new Caddies on the Point restaurant and points south. Well, the city says they want to encourage redevelopment, and a new noise ordinance that passed in March allows for higher decibel levels and more entertainment opportunity. What do you think?
Way to go, Bradenton.
Yeah.
Sarasota better look out. You know,
I know.
Bradenton didn't do anything for a long time. Then they got the river walk, and now they're doing this. That is going to be stunning.
I think it's a good idea. I feel like if you're in the entertainment district, you don't have to worry about people complaining about noise ordinance, because you're within the limits where you can do that, versus having people that want it, people that don't, all next together and fighting against each other.
There is one apartment building that was mentioned sort of just off of where that new Caddies is, and apparently they're like, well, hopefully folks will be okay with a little later night action on weekends. But, you know, if the people who aren't okay will relocate, and the younger people that want that scene could live right there on the edge of an entertainment district. So.
Well, the great thing is on Old Main Street, you can go to one bar or one entertainment place, you can walk down to another, just a few steps. So there's something going on everywhere.
And this will be east a little bit. This is east of 301.
I think this is just, it just shows that we want things to do in this area, and I'm happy that the communities now and our lawmakers are realizing it and, you know, trying to help it happen.
All right, well, we'll see what kind of businesses are interested because they're ready. It's been given the green light. So a new Snapchat feature has parents and police concerned. So it allows users of the popular teen app to locate their friends in real life on a map. Snapchat says the point of the Snap Map is to connect friends, like if you're at a night out. Well, I wonder where they are. Oh, look, now I know where they are. Well, obviously, parents are nervous that the app could be used by burglars and kidnappers to see kids' locations. The app shares your location every time you open the app, but this can be turned off in settings. Is it even responsible to add this kind of technology? As a parent, I was ticked.
I mean, they have it on all the other ones. I don't think what's new about it. Yes, Snap Map is there, but you can have Facebook location, you have Instagram locator, you have all those things already. So what's the difference?
Of course, you can check up on your kids, too. You know exactly where they are, too.
Well, that's assuming I'm one of their Snap friends, which I would not be. I've been banned from that months ago. But, yeah, you know, to me, it's just for the people that aren't technology savvy. You know the kids get it. But, you know, a parent now needs to go in, make sure it's turned off, and if not, you can be tracking 12-year-olds because young kids are on this app.
And you know, you get people in your life, when you're a teenager even, that you don't want to know where you are all the time. I mean, you change relationships, you dump a boyfriend.
Right.
You don't want him following you and knowing exactly where you are.
But I think we're talking to the choir here because we all feel the same way.
Right.
But the thing is, a lot of these apps already have this thing. We need to figure out how to make sure our settings are appropriate or, you know.
Because many times, like on Facebook, you can just see Nate Jacobs at.
You're checking it at a location.
But don't you have to physically push check-in?
I don't even know. Sometimes I don't know if the other person, if you're with somebody and they say, with a friend at whatever, they'll say the restaurant you're at, where you are, and all of that.
But they physically said that. Although it scares me that the phone knows so much, and I actually just noticed it yesterday, and I'm sure it's been there for a while, or maybe I ran an update. But Facebook said, oh, I see you're at so-and-so. I'm like, whoa, why do you know where I am?
Or Google, you'll go to a location and they want you get a notification telling you to actually tell them about that place or rate that place. And I'm like, wait, how do you know I'm here?
Right, well, the phone knows, but I don't want the rest of the world to know. In Snapchat, it's called the ghost mode, if you want to hide it, which I do actually think is funny. You're going into hidey, sneaky ghost mode. But hello, where I am is my business, last I checked.
You know what? We've got a studio full of teenagers, and I bet they totally disagree.
They're all back there laughing.
They've already gave their location.
They're laughing at us. Yeah, we know where
What's the big deal? That's
all right.
Well,
some college students have a new option in their vending machines: condoms, morning after pills, and pregnancy tests. The University of California, Davis put in this machine after students pointed out the only other on-campus option for these things is the Student Health Center, and it's only open during daytime business hours. So the vending machine solves a timely need for any of the products. Students say also the machine doesn't judge. What do you think?
Well, what do you know?
Well, you know
So wait,
what?
is this next to the chips?
I'm not, okay.
What if they get stuck in the machine? I just have to shake them out.
Then it judges. Then it judges.
Stand there.
You know, it's in the Student Health and Wellness Center. Makes sense.
Well, you know, I'm not for unplanned pregnancy, so I think this may be a very good idea.
Things happen. You know, you run out.
Okay, teenagers in the studio, cover your ears.
I am always one to let people make their own choices for them, but, you know, a vending machine, can we, I mean, no one else feels a little
Here's my
bothered
thing.
by this?
Most freshmen on campus, and I don't know a lot about UCD, but most freshmen on campus don't have cars.
That's true.
So if there's no other on-campus options, how am I going to be getting to the pharmacy? How am I going to be getting to the big box store?
I mean, I get it. I understand. I see the need for it. I'm just,
It's a little
it
crass.
bothers me that that is
crass.
what we have now come to, that we are going to a vending machine to get our,
That is that.
We got to stop by the vending machine.
yeah,
Hey, baby, on the way home, let's
to get our
pop in here.
family planning options.
Do I want a Coke or a condom? Coke or condom?
And you may not have enough for both.
Well, then you better be picking the second one. Hello.
Okay, it looks like we're getting down this conversation just a little too
Talk
deep.
to your
I think
teenagers
so,
like this, do you,
too.
Nate?
Well, no, we don't talk about that too much.
But here's the thing, I in general, I know you know, am pretty darn conservative about stuff like this. But as the mother of teenagers sending a kid off to college, I don't care if there's a vending machine. Just know that you can get it and use it.
But you
Okay,
know,
I understand the concept of
but
better
seeing
safe than
people, you know,
sorry.
people seeing you at that machine, that's a little
Oh,
judgmental.
yes.
You know, you have
Yes,
to
I
sneak
would
in there at a
judge
certain
you.
time of night
Yeah.
and push.
If I
Are you
saw
looking
someone
around?
at the machine, I'm judging them.
Why?
I'm
Maybe
telling
they
you
just
now.
had a lucky
Or their
time.
friend needed one. It was for their friend.
This for my friend, my roommate.
What's the difference in buying it at the pharmacy? You're going to feel judged there.
What about being responsible and then knowing that your pills are going to run out, so then you go to make an appointment and go to the
And there is
doctor?
an emotional part of this. I mean, this can damage you emotionally whether or not you get pregnant. So you just need to be responsible and not go into relationships that may end. I'm a mother and a grandmother. I feel strongly.
Whatever it takes.
She said she's going with abstinence. She said don't even bother with them.
All right, well, speaking of babies, here's a couple of planned ones. Beyonce and Jay-Z are home with their babies. Their newborns are starting their lives in quite a home. So the couple chose a Malibu rental overlooking the Pacific Ocean. It's got 10 bedrooms, 14 bathrooms, 2 pools, and extensive gardens. So the home was on the market for $54.5 million. But interesting to me, Beyonce and Jay-Z decided to be renters. $350,000 a month.
Wow.
And the sad thing is that the babies don't know anything about all that luxury.
Yes, they don't know.
They've got a
They
little
don't
bed,
care.
and that's all they care about.
And the people like us who care, look at us. They're not giving us the
We
time
would
to
enjoy
stay.
it. That'd be a great place for
We
your
didn't get an
theater then.
invite.
Okay, a wonderful place. Wow.
We didn't get
We'd
an
be decked
invite.
out.
That's
for
a lot of
sure.
pools to put baby gates and security fencing.
Did
in.
I
Okay.
read it had 14 bathrooms?
14.
And I said, oh, it'd take me forever to clean all my bathrooms if I had 14 bathrooms.
You know what
I
they
think
say,
if
if
you
you
had
can
that
afford the
many,
house, you can
you
afford
got
people
someone
to
to
take
clean
care of it.
Yeah.
Well, one would expect the heiress to the Swarovski crystal fortune to have a pretty sweet and sparkly wedding dress, but wait till you see this. This dress is adorned with 500,000 Swarovski crystals. The dress itself cost over $1 million.
Oh my.
It features a 25-foot long veil. The heiress is marrying a Munich entrepreneur, and it was enjoyed over an Italian wedding weekend.
That's an amazing veil.
Okay.
The whole
Okay.
thing is just stunning. It put the royal wedding to shame.
Wouldn't it have been nice, though, if she'd paid $5,000 for a dress and then done something for the poorer people in her
Probably.
country
But you know,
with
the
all that
thing
other
is-
money?
The thing is, they're her crystals, so chances are she'd have to
She
take
got
them
it
out.
for free?
exactly.
She got the crystal part for free.
Right. Okay, let me have it.
I'm not sure I've heard of $1 million for a dress before.
Oh,
That's
what a
crazy.
terrible waste. That just makes me sad.
All right, well, here's another way to sparkle with
Talk about
LED
bling bling.
eyelashes. These are color-changing strips that you glue on, and then they flash
Oh.
in an array of colors. I can see these for
No.
Halloween, but that's about it. It's actually a Kickstarter campaign. I do like this. They're
Oh,
called
gaze into my eyes.
F-lashes, as in flashes, of course.
F flashes?
F-lashes.
Oh, I get it.
They even come with a controller so you can set it to respond to your head
Very
tilts.
distracting.
You're jumping and you're dancing. What about clubbing, though? Those would look kind of fun in the club.
What about
Usually
being
if you're on
shocked
drugs.
in your
That's usually when
eyes?
something like that looks fun, and I don't think I would want to be in that situation.
Okay.
You know, you got to keep thinking of something. Check out the controller, though. They were
you gotta
pinning
put
it
it in your
behind your
hair?
hair. So then you can go like this, make a move,
I can see
change
you
your
with one of
lashes.
those.
Oh, thank you.
Well, that's not something you wear in a lightning storm.
Probably not.
It could turn into a
But what if-
Frankenstein with lighted eyelashes or something.
And what if you
Scary.
sweat?
Ew.
And would you electrocute yourself?
No, it's probably a little battery. You're not going to get electrocuted, but.
All night you'll say, oh, my lashes aren't working. My lashes aren't working.
All right, we're going to check in with our happy hour forecast. When we come back, we'll learn how West Coast Black Theater is preparing the next generation of superstars.
Good afternoon. I'm Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan with your happy hour forecast, and it's looking pretty good. Showers and storms starting to develop once again this afternoon, and the Van Wezel webcam again showing lots of sunshine throughout the day today. We had sunshine since this morning, a few fair weather cumulus clouds gathering every once in a while, and now the storms are starting to flare up along the sea breeze front, and you can see those clouds darkening a bit. So expect a brief shower through this evening. Pretty good rain chance at 40% for scattered storms running in through the evening. And as far as our latest radar picture goes, you can see showers and storms really gathering near Venice and Inglewood. Really heavy rainfall there just about an hour ago. You can see that developing on the sea breeze front right around 2:30, and then that gust front heading all the way out to East Manatee County. So expect more showers and storms to be developing throughout the evening and pushing toward the coast. Some of those storms could be heavy at times, and it looks as though we will see a pretty decent weekend. Warm temperatures, details and all that coming up at 5.
One of the missions of the West Coast Black Theater Troupe is to provide a place where Suncoast youth can explore and develop their musical and theatrical talents. Artistic Director Nate Jacobs is here to talk about their summer program called Stage of Discovery. And he brought some friends with him. I told you we had teenagers in the studio. Nate, tell me about this camp. This is not a fun play camp, is it? These are for serious kids.
It is definitely for serious, passionate kids who want to do more of the performing arts. They all receive scholarships to, we have some wonderful sponsors that take care of all of the costs for the camp.
Wow.
We have a staff of about 7 people. One of our staff members, Joey James, is really the one that coordinates everything. I kind of go in and do my thing, direct typically the show that the kids will be performing. And we have about 23 students in the camp.
And this is kind of like a full show where they learn like lines and songs,
They
and
do
then they perform?
acting and singing music, along with Mr. Letterry Butler and Jamar Camp does the music. Donna Fryson and his assistant Josh Thompson does the dance. And Joey James and Cindy De La Cruz, they do the acting.
Oh, wow.
And so they work with all of these professionals, and they go from class to class to class, and then I come in the evening and do the overall directing and pulling everything together for the presentation that they present at the end of the camp, which is Folktale Follies. I wrote a couple of original plays from African American folktales and put music to them. And so they are singing original music and acting these folktales out, which are fun, funny, and very musical, with a lot of character in them. So they get to really stretch and, spread their wings with these pieces.
I'm so jealous what top instructions they are getting
Yes.
at their age. I mean, the very top people are teaching them.
Very, very talented artists are there to work with this camp. We're very fortunate. And so I'm just so happy because, that's how we started West Coast Black Theater Troupe. Me working with community kids in a private school for the most part. And then out of that, taking some kids from the community. And so last summer, we debuted Stage of Discovery. The company had finally gotten to a point where we could put this education program in action. And I am just so very pleased to be able to do an outreach to the community and net some of these kids who cannot afford to attend some of the other programs that go on during the summer.
And
That's
these
amazing.
kids are great.
Extremely
Let's take a
talented
look.
students.
And
So they're
here
doing a
they
song
are.
from one of the shows. It's like one of the finale songs that talk about community and working together, which one of the folktales talk about.
All right, let's
Okay,
hear it.
guys, take it away.
The only way we're gonna make it through is together, together. You loving me and I loving you, no matter the weather. When you feel down, I will pick you up. I'll be your friend when times are rough. The way you see is community, you and me in unity. Together we can do anything, so let's work on our dreams. If we believe, we will achieve, being the best that we can be. Together, 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 we can do together. We'll work it out together. We can do together, together,
Wow! You guys are awesome. You are
You
so
weren't
good.
kidding. They are amazing.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
very
how
talented.
old are you guys? Don't let me stand in front.
Quick,
never
quick,
let,
from this
never
side.
let somebody come in and
Ages.
take your place.
I'm 14. I'm 16.
15,
12.
15, 18.
15.
14.
37. I'm glad you went that way.
Yeah, we go from 13 to 18 at the camp.
And 37 because I'm joining.
Oh, yeah, okay, well then come on.
What's the most fun thing, guys?
Learning.
Everything's fun.
Learning?
Learning.
Yeah.
Well, you sing pretty good too. Are you guys looking at a career in show business?
Yes. I
Oh,
think we
that was
all are.
unanimous.
So did all of you guys have a little bit of singing talent before, or you kind of learned it as you went?
No.
I'm learning. I'm still
Most of them did because they have to audition to get in. They have to set up an official audition, come to the theater audition, and then we accept them from auditions.
Okay, we want to
You're
hear you
amazing.
again. You will be able to see this. Folktale Follies, July 16th at 3 p.m. and 7:30 at the West Coast Black Theater Troupe. Would you guys sing us out? I'm going to get out of the way because I do not sing. Would you guys sing us out?
Tie me up before the wind starts to blow. Tie me up. And they said it's coming in the morning. Tie me up. Don't wanna be lost. Tie me up. Tie me with your rope. Oh, bear rabbit. Tie me up. Do it today. Tomorrow may be too late. Tie me up. To escape the storm is the only way. Tie me up. Don't wanna be lost. Tie me with your rope. Oh, bear rabbit. Tie me up. Oh, tie me up before the big wind starts to blow in. I don't wanna be lost. So tie me up. Tie me up. Hey, tie me up. Oh, yeah.
Download ABC7's official Suncoast weather app onto all your devices so you can stay informed wherever you go. With our full-featured weather app, you get weather alerts, interactive radar maps, current conditions, 10-day forecasts, and weather video from ABC7, all at your fingertips. And it's free. The ABC7 official Suncoast weather app, sponsored by 1 Hour Air. Just search Suncoast WX in the App Store and download yours today.
Get ready for the most hair-raising event of the summer. Belt Entertainment and the Ringling Museum present international circus superstar Bello Knock in Incredibello, a gravity-defying, laughter-inducing, super stunt performance live at the historic Oslo Theater. Don't miss out on the must-see event of the summer, Incredibello, playing June 13th through July 29th. For tickets, visit ringling.org today.
Attention, Americans eligible for Medicare. Are you getting all the benefits you're entitled to? Did you know there may be money available to lower your medical prescription costs? Call Health Markets and we'll tell you if you qualify.
Hi, I'm Dr. Martin Jeetsi. It's a new Medicare year. That means more changes and more confusion. The key question is, what can you do now to ensure you get the care you need in the coming year?
Call Health Markets today. You may qualify to save money on prescriptions. We'll help you find plans that may cost less, cover more, and could even lower your prescription costs to increase your savings. We help you find all the benefits you're entitled to, and we do it at no cost.
Make sure you have what you need to get the care that's right for you.
Find out if you qualify to receive extra help with your prescriptions. Call the number on the screen now. Representatives are standing by.
ABC 7, My Suncoast News. We're here for you. Watch My Suncoast News wherever you are. On our live stream, on our newly redesigned MySuncoast.com, and a brand new ABC 7 My Suncoast app, powered by the Eye Associates, providing sight for life, featuring traffic maps and live radar, and dining with recipes in all the hottest Suncoast restaurants. Visit MySuncoast.com and click on the mobile tab to download the ABC 7 My Suncoast app for iOS and Android.
So we are almost within reach of a great holiday weekend, and there are so many great Independence Day celebrations this weekend. So Linda's going to tell us what's happening on the Suncoast scene.
Oh, here's a way to stay cool because it's inside. Ryan Gruhl's America the Beautiful. It's going to be at the Players in Sarasota on July 1st. In that evening, they're going to be dueling pianos and patriotic music. It's going to make you smile, and it's going to make you very, very proud of America. So a great way to celebrate celebrate our country's birthday and enjoy a great time at the same time. It's at the Players Center in downtown Sarasota on July 1st, the Venice Theater on July 2nd. And if you want to stay inside and kick up your heels, let me tell you about a place you can go to dance. The YMCA on Euclid has a dance for seniors. This is 50 and over. Every Saturday night at 7:30. They have an awesome time. But if they don't get really big crowds for the next couple of Saturday nights, the band director Sig Harder is going to take 2 or 3 weeks off. And these people say their lives will be ruined if that happens. So come on down and support the band. It only costs $10, and it's a great, great way to meet people. Several people have gotten married from this, so there's romance there.
Wow.
And of course, we've all got to see the fireworks. They are everywhere this weekend. You can see them in Bradenton on July 4th on Tuesday night over the Manatee River. So you can see them from Palmetto and you can see them from Bradenton. On both sides of the river, great views. And of course, the Ringling Bridge. This always happens as soon as the sun goes down. So you don't know exactly when that first one's going off, as soon as it gets dark enough. And of course, in Venice, they're going to be at Caperson Beach and also on Nokomis Beach. They're going to be all up and down the beaches.
There's fireworks everywhere.
Fireworks everywhere. They are really beautiful, so it just makes you feel good. I like to watch Ringling Bridge. We can go across the street in my neighbor's yard who's not at home.
Let everyone know you're trespassing.
Well, Beth had a good idea that there are some areas that are celebrating even on Saturday, so I like the idea of that.
Yeah, well, Benison Park has a celebration, starts at 4, and they're going to have fireworks in the afternoon when it gets dark. Yeah. I'm going to the Peace River in Punta Gorda, so they're going to have a whole celebration right there. They have a little park where everyone's out, food, vendors, and all kinds of music, and then the fireworks at night. So
it's really a hometown thing.
You have to go.
I really like it.
The fireworks
but that is on 4th of July, not the weekend.
Right. And I'm doing the morning show on July 4th, so I will be in bed with my earplugs in, hoping the rest of you are partying quietly. How about that?
They'll still be going off when you drive in.
They may very well, and that is okay. Well, we are certainly excited about the holiday weekend. You will be able to get all the fireworks locations, times, and reminders of everything going on all across the Suncoast by going to our website, mysuncoast.com. Well, there is another big weekend event we need to talk about, the Sarasota Offshore Grand Prix boat races, and Linda's going to head outside and check out one of those big boats.
I knew I could get myself out of this. I just needed some hope and some help.
I took the first step to recovery when I made the call.
If you're depressed, drinking, and using drugs, you may need help. And the Affordable Care Act guarantees coverage of substance abuse. Call the Addiction, Hope, and Helpline now for a free assessment.
I had problems just getting to sleep, drinking and using pills every night.
I feel like I'm losing control. I'm afraid I'll lose my job or even my family.
Are you losing hope? You can recover and get back on track. Call now for hope and help with proven, gentle recovery programs.
I never thought that I could be somebody who didn't drink and use drugs.
I have something to hold on to for strength. I'm in recovery, getting the help I need.
Call the Addiction, Hope, and Helpline now for a free assessment with someone who cares.
Call 1-800-764-8708. That's 1-800-764-8708.
If you want 24/7 access to ABC7's breaking news stories, weather forecasts, traffic alerts, health reports, Suncoast View, and more ABC7 programming, now there's good news. Introducing the free ABC7 channel on Amazon Fire TV. Your 24/7 access to ABC7. Just search ABC7 on the streaming device and download the free ABC7 channel app. Or if you don't have an Amazon Fire TV, you can get one at Amazon.com. Tonight on ABC7 News at 7.
If I steal from you, can you take my life? If I paint graffiti on your house, can you take my life?
Shifting the burden of proof, a change to Florida's Stand Your Ground law makes it easier to use the defense. I'm Alan Cohn. Find out how it could impact controversial murder cases in in our state.
Tonight on ABC 7 News at 7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you. We asked you, Suncoast, why do you like ABC 7?
I like ABC 7 because it's local.
It gives me all the local news. The local news, local weather.
It's so local and so community driven.
Haley Wilgus does a great job.
John Scalzi, that's my guy.
Bob Harrigan is wonderful.
Stephanie's my favorite. I like Scott Dennis.
I like them all.
We're all very grateful that you cover what you do and you're here to participate with the community.
ABC 7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
And welcome back to Suncoast View. Today we have Pitmaster Mark and Chef Keith from Brick's Smoked Meats, and they're making briskets. But they don't just have briskets at their restaurant. In fact, it's more than just meats. They also have a lot of craft cocktails, and they brought just a few of us to taste. All right, so tell us about the drinks that you have. So we know there are 3 of your most popular. So
Yes.
which one? I have the pepino.
You do. You have the spicy pepino.
Tell us about it.
It is a lime base. It's our house-made margarita mix. It's done with a jalapeno simple syrup also. We garnish it with some cilantro and make it really fun. It's got these really great fresh cucumber flavors.
Our executive producer told me to try this one because he knows I'm spicy. That's right. That's the spicy one. All right, what about Nate? What's Nate trying?
Nate, what do you have over there? You have
Basil, lemon basil.
You have the lemon basil. That's
Yes.
made with Jim Beam and lemon and basil. It's got a lemon zest garnish.
All right, and
These are
mine
very refreshing.
has a
Very
Texas
zesty.
twist to it. What do you call this one?
It's a Texas tiki. It's got a coconut whiskey.
Oh,
It's
wow.
really cool. It's made with our house-made sour mix and some fresh mint.
But while we continue to sip, Linda has been picking up hitchhikers outside. So we're going to go check on it.
If you feel the need for speed, this is the weekend for you. The Sarasota Powerboat Grand Prix rolls into Sarasota this weekend. There are going to be big races on Saturday and Sunday, and we've got 2 of the people who are going to be in that big boat right there, and you guys are going to be the winners, right? You are Grant,
Yep, I'm Grant. I'm the throttle man for Team Steel.
and this is
My name's Jake. I'm the driver.
And you guys sit very close together, right?
Yes.
What makes this big boat go? How fast will this thing go?
Top speed in flat water, ideal conditions, around 140 miles per hour.
What is it like to feel go 140 miles an hour?
That's pretty exciting.
Yeah, it would be for me. What makes it go so fast?
Well, we have twin 750 horsepower Sterling big block Chevrolets in here.
This is the engine?
Yep, that's the engine
Now,
right there.
I have never seen a, what did you call this?
This is a Sterling engine, and it's a big block Chevrolet.
Wow. So you guys have to know how to maintain this as well as how to throttle and drive.
Yeah, absolutely. We can, as a throttle man, I can break this engine very easily in the cockpit. If I don't get the throttles correct, we could do some damage.
How do you know, since one of you can stop and well, you can't really stop, but one of you is controlling speed and one direction, how do you get this thing together? How do you know what he's going to do?
We got full-time communication between each of us. We got helmets, microphones, so we can communicate throughout the whole race and talk.
So you are talking?
Oh yeah, we have helmets and constant communication. Also, we have communication with the shore, with our crew chief. We can talk to him about where the other boats are in relation to us on the race course. So, but also we test a lot together, so we become best friends, and I kind of know what he's going to do and what he's going to say to me, and so
it's like dancing?
Yeah. Not that we dance together, but we race the boat together.
Let's look at where you sit. This amazes me. I had no idea these boats were so big. How long is this thing?
This is a 38-foot.
Wow. So have you guys had any close calls in there?
Yeah, we have close calls every race. Yeah, we race with a lot of other boats out there, and the competition's tough, and we get close. Sometimes we rub, sometimes we crash a little bit. So, but for the most part, we want a clean race. We just want to get out there, put on a good show for the fans.
Now, you had something really tragic happen, and you had to really step up. Tell me about that.
Yes, the start of last year, I lost my father, who was the original driver of the boat. And I had raced for a few seasons before that in a smaller boat, but then unexpectedly I was kind of stuck in the seat in this one to take over for him.
So you just had to step in and take over suddenly?
Yes, yep, very suddenly.
That must have given you a lot of inspiration to win, though. You must feel really, should I say, driven to win in this thing?
Yep, really want to win in it for him. But it is really nice, though. I get to kind of hang out with Grant, everybody else. I was close to my dad. I get to hear stories about him, get to see the people that he was close to. So it's really nice.
So it would mean a lot to you to win in this boat this weekend?
It would mean a lot.
Okay, tell me what goes into winning. What do you have to do to win?
A lot of preparation. There's a lot of money involved, so we have Steel that sponsors us to help us with all of that. A lot of testing, and then also to stay up to date with our equipment, propellers, engine, and then get on the race course on test day and make sure we're hitting our marks, make sure we get a good start, because there's a lot of competition. It's not like car racing where you can draft anybody. There's no drafting. There's a rooster tail that comes off the back of this boat that's 200 feet long. So getting the start on a race course like this, I think that's going to be the ticket on Sunday for us to get the win.
So if you get knocked out of there, what happens? Who comes to get you? do you need me to be watching it so I can rescue if anything happens?
The race course has rescue divers that have safety boats. They do have a couple helicopters that fly over to keep watch in case anything does happen. There are medical personnel at all times.
Does that make you feel more secure, or you just sort of don't think anything's going to happen anyway?
It does make you feel a little more secure, a little safe out there, knowing that they got kind of your back for you in case anything does happen.
How do you prepare for this when you go to bed Saturday night? How do you prepare for Sunday morning when you know you're going to be going 150 miles an hour, hopefully?
Usually we have a nice team dinner on Saturday night. We've tested Saturday, so our nerves are all gone.
You're nervous on race day?
We're definitely nervous on race day. But for the most part, we've done it so many times. We're professionals, and we know what we're doing on Sunday morning. So there's a lot of drivers' meetings, physicals, and everything that keep us busy, keep our minds off of the actual race. But definitely nervous in the milling area, which is just prior to the start of the race. But we're professionals. You know, we do it a lot. So
you step in there, and what do you say to each other? Good luck.
Yeah, just going for a boat ride.
Let's get this done.
We're going for a boat ride.
Yep.
Well, you can see them going for a boat ride. Your big race is Sunday. They're going to be practicing on Saturday. For more information, you can go to the Sarasota Powerboats website and find out exactly what time these guys will hit the water. And now let's go into the kitchen, because we all need some refreshments.
Yes, and Linda is working really hard for her refreshment.
Cheers
now we
to
want to
Linda.
give all of the voters good luck, and just to remind everybody that this weekend's activities are going to be benefiting Suncoast Charities for Children. And to get a list of all the weekend events, you just want to go to that website that Linda just mentioned. And of course, they have the meet and greet on Friday, and the boats are going to be on Main at 6, and then all the races. And next, when we come back, your AC is running, is it? We'll see how hot it can get and who can help you fix it. We'll be right back.
The official Suncoast Storm team at ABC 7. We're here for you.
Just go do it. Go do it. If you're not in control, then who is? Live above the influence.
From our studios on Florida's Suncoast, this is an ABC 7 News Update.
Hello, I'm Scott Dennis. Here's what's coming up at 5 o'clock. A Sarasota couple charged with animal cruelty. Sheriff's investigators say they brutally abused an elderly dog. Plus, the end of a 5-year legal battle for a Sarasota businessman. What Marvin Kaplan has to say about being cleared in a massive Ponzi scheme. Let's check on the weather now. Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan.
Thanks, Scott. We've already had a few showers and thunderstorms down in South County, especially near Venice, stretching down toward Inglewood. Some of that was pretty heavy at times, and then the showers worked their way northward. There's one now near I-75 and State Road 64, heading toward Parrish, but not much along the area beaches. Currently, we have had some, as I said, some heavier storms down in South Sarasota County. There's the one cell in particular now moving off to the northeast at around 10 miles an hour. We'll have much more on the weekend weather coming up at 5. See you then.
ABC 7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you weeknights at 5.
You might feel like there's too many problems in the world, or that, you as a 15-year-old, 16-year-old can't really make a difference.
It's not always about you. It's not just one person. It's a group. It's a team.
Just that simple act is transforming someone else's life.
It's one of the best feelings in the world.
It'll just make you feel so good about yourself.
I'd do anything to convince you just to be a part of this.
Credit card debt can ruin your life. If you owe $10,000 and minimum payments are siphoning away your paycheck each month, you can get debt-free in less time than you think.
I've paid $800 a month for the past 3 years and haven't changed the balance on my credit card.
Get debt-free now has a program to reduce your debt, stop the harassing phone calls, avoid financial ruin, and settle for less than you owe.
I feel like a huge weight has been lifted off my shoulders.
You're pre-approved for our special hardship program if you owe $10,000 or more. Upon payment of your new lower balance, your debt will finally shrink until you are debt-free.
My family no longer has 30 years of payments ahead of us at 20% interest.
There's no fees until you see results. So call now, make one monthly program payment, and free up your cash. Resolve your debt.
Call 800-685-6422, 800-685-6422.
More than 25% of all the energy used in Florida homes is air conditioning. That is 4 times the national average. So having our air conditioners run efficiently is essential. Joby Teal is the general manager of AC Warehouse, and he's here to help keep our homes as cool as possible. Welcome, Joby. All right, this is extremely important to all of us. It's just crucial.
It has to be running right this time of year.
Let's start with central air conditioning and give us just kind of a primer on how it is supposed to work in our homes.
Well, when you have your thermostat set to the desired temperature, and of course it gets a little warm in your home, that'll then kick the system on. Your system's going to then circulate the air in your home, obviously through your filter, and then once that thermostat gets to desired temperature, then the system will shut down.
Okay, and the system needs to keep itself moving and cooling to have our home stay comfortable.
Absolutely.
What kind of routine maintenance does the system itself need so that we don't have problems like Bobeth had and get really hot last week?
Well, your manufacturer, you have to have the system cleaned at least once a year, or your warranties will be expired. We recommend having the system cleaned at least twice a year with the amount of runtime that we have here in Florida. And that'll keep your system running efficiently and, of course, up to manufacturer specs. When we're doing the routine maintenance, if we find something that could cause a problem in the future, we can then address that at that time so you don't have an untimely breakdown in the hot summer months.
Okay, so I'm assuming the maintenance is supposed to be done not during the hot summer months, but if we made a mistake and haven't done it yet, can we still do it now?
Absolutely.
So better late than never?
Absolutely.
And when you say maintenance, I'm looking at this thing in front of me, I can't get, stop looking at it. What is the filter?
Yeah, outside of having the routine maintenance done on your home, where we'll actually come out and check your pressures and clean your coils, the number one thing that a homeowner can do, it's very inexpensive and it's really easy to do, is make sure you change your filters. Changing your filters will allow your system to run more efficiently. It'll add more life to your system. It'll keep your system cleaner. And as you can see here, we have a case where we had a homeowner that didn't change her filter for some period of time.
Looks like a long time.
So this and this are the same.
This is the exact same filter.
This is what she put in and this is what you got out.
Yes.
One is night and one is day.
Yeah, that's really gross. So that is what happens when the air from your house goes into your system, correct?
That's correct. This is designed to catch all the dander and dust and pollens, and if you have pets, your dog or cat hair, so that you don't, so that doesn't get into your system
and clog it up.
That's right.
All right, so let's talk about, other than this disgusting looking filter, the reasons that we want to change our filter. So you mentioned that it has numerous benefits. Clean air filters do what for us?
Well, number one, it's going to keep your system very energy efficient. We want to keep those power bills down as low as possible, of course, in the summer months. Number two, you don't want to have those untimely breakdowns. With not changing your filters, you could have breakdowns due to this particular case here. She had a major breakdown which cost her hundreds of dollars in repairs simply by not changing the filter.
Okay.
And
so
of course,
you save yourself money.
In the long run.
That's a big deal.
Absolutely. And of course, the air quality in your home. In the summer months, of course, we try to keep the doors and windows closed because it's so hot outside. And we're recirculating that air over and over and over.
and we want the cleanest air that we can for our family, of course, as far as allergies go and things of that nature.
Okay, so tips to remember to change them, and how often do we need to do this?
Well, I recommend I change my filters every 30 days, especially in the summer months.
Wow. I'm way behind.
Everybody just cringed.
I know.
Again, this can vary from home to home, whether you have kids where they're leaving the doors open more often.
So the more activity, the more change you want to definitely.
Right, or if you have pets. I mean, of course, you have pets, then you're going to have the king hair, dog hair, which could clog the filter. So I say case-to-case basis, try to check them every 30 days. A tip I could give you is, most of us have smartphones. Just put a reminder in there for every 30 days so you get that and you can check. And if it doesn't seem to be that dirty, of course, then maybe give it another 15 to 30 days and check it again. But in my home, I do it every 30 days.
All right, good advice.
If it's good for the AC guy, it's good for me.
Yeah. Exactly, because we need that AC
money
to
is
run.
money, yeah.
Well, if you do need maintenance on your AC, you can still do it even during the hot summer months. AC Warehouse is running a special, plus there's rebates and incentives. You can get more information on the AC Warehouse website. Thanks for joining us. Next, we made one of our viewers very happy. Actually, both Beth did. I can't wait to show you how. Stay with us.
Need more space in your place? The More Space Place can help with Murphy beds that disappear to reveal a home office, living room, or den. Custom closets with designated areas for your shoes, bags, wardrobe, and accessories. Custom-built entertainment centers, garage storage systems, and more. The More Space Place has 3 showrooms next to Sonny's on US 41 South in Sarasota, on Lakewood Ranch Boulevard just south of State Route 64 in Bradenton, and on Tamiami Trail next to Panera Bread in Port Charlotte. Put more space in your place at the More Space Place.
This Sarasota Powerboat Grand Prix Minute is brought to you by Sarasota Ford.
The Sarasota Powerboat Grand Prix was first organized in 1985. What began as an annual beach picnic for local children with special needs has expanded into an 11-day festival with the races televised to more than 100 countries. The entire festival is produced by Suncoast Charities for Children. The Grand Prix not only generates revenue for charity, but also a significant economic impact. Last year's event generated an economic impact of $37 million.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. Our promise means a new car you'll love. If not, return it for one you do. At Sarasota Ford, we promise live market pricing. We monitor national pricing on our entire inventory, so you get the best deal. In fact, we guarantee it. Bring us any competitor's ad, and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
This is an important medical announcement. Bard IVC filters have been linked to punctured veins and problems with migration. Anyone who's received a Bard IVC filter must receive medical monitoring and may be entitled to substantial compensation. If you have the Bard Recovery G2 or G2 Express filter, you are in a class of patients who should be compensated for some expenses. Call now for a free assessment of your case and potential money damages. This call is confidential. There's no cost and you may be eligible. Juries have awarded millions of dollars to people who should have been warned about the risks of the Bard IVC filters. Call the IVC Filter Hotline if you or a loved one has received an IVC filter and experienced a vein puncture or required medical monitoring. You must call now.
Call 800-329-3089. 800-329-3089.
Your daughter just had her first breakup. Do you A, put yourself in her shoes? B, console her?
Don't worry, sweetie. This is gonna happen a lot.
Or C, find her a new boyfriend?
Nice, single boys. That was weird.
As a parent, there are no perfect answers. But you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
Welcome back. We love to hear from you. And Christy wrote in to say, Bo Beth, I loved the segment when you were rolling around in that hamster cage. I needed something to make me smile. Thank you. Well, Christy is referring to us going to join Bello on stage at Incredibello. And look at Bo Bath. I've honestly thought this was very brave because I'm not a big fan of Upside Down.
Very scary.
What did that feel like?
This is what circus performers
It felt
do.
like hanging upside down.
Oh, yeah, but look at you.
You know what, though? All I had to do was sit. That did not bother me in any way.
But you're sitting about 25 feet in the air.
And someone is on a bike riding.
You know, I guess I trust Bello. You were more on your own.
That's
But
true.
you were moving
Well,
your
I had
own
a
body.
spotter, so if I moved too far, he was going to catch me. But thank you, Christy. When I saw her message, it made me laugh.
Yeah, we try to make you laugh and smile, and we do have fun doing it, though occasionally we get nervous. We just try not to show it. Remember, Incredibello is at the historic Oslo Theater through July 29th, and we are headed to the kitchen with brick smoked meat. We're getting ready for a holiday weekend.
ABC 7 News at 7 weeknights.
With a top prize of $10 million, the new $10 million world-class cash scratch-off from the Florida Lottery is your ticket to take on the world.
If you get knocked down, stand up again. Repeat up again. Give me one chance, I'm gonna let you hit me back. Give me my chance, this is my chance, I'm gonna take
The new $10 million world-class cash scratch-off from the Florida Lottery. One of our life-changing scratch-offs offering billions in cash prizes.
From our studios on Florida's Suncoast, this is an ABC 7 News Update.
Hello, I'm Haley Wilkes. Here's what we're working on for 5 o'clock. Health officials warn parents about a danger affiliated with swimming pools after 5 children were hospitalized. How you can make sure your kids are not exposed to chlorine gas. And taking a quick look at Suncoast Traffic Watch right now, traffic is backed up on I-75 in the northbound lanes from University Parkway North to State Road 64. Now, let's head over to Bob.
Thanks, Haley. A few brief showers have been dancing around the Suncoast on the sea breeze. The activity now into central portions of Manatee County, moving off toward the northeast now. Some heavier rainfall down to our south. That activity is starting to wind down there. More showers are anticipated through this evening. We'll have much more coming up at 5.
The official Suncoast Hurricane Guide from ABC 7. Download yours today.
Outdoor living is one of the greatest perks about living in Florida. So whether this is your style, or this, or maybe this, contact Superior Pools. They've been building pools from Sarasota to Naples since 2001, and they would love to build yours.
So many possibilities worth exploring. Minnesota Flooring.
Looking for carpet? Look no further. Minnesota Flooring has Smart Strand carpet as low as $1.79 per square foot. Installed, no add-ons or extras. Unbelievable? Minnesota Flooring can have in-stock carpet installed in your home in 48 hours for as low as $1.99 per square foot. Don't miss these prices. Visit Minnesota Flooring today.
For more than 100 years, American Humane Association has been teaching kids to be kind to animals. Those in our homes, on the farms, on the silver screen, and wildlife conservation, caring for the world's vanishing creatures. But we can't do it alone. Visit kindness100.org to find ways to teach kids how they can make a more caring, compassionate, and humane world for all of us.
Every week on Animal Outtakes, it's a new adventure. From meeting curious lemurs to feeding big cats and hosing down rhinos, there's never a dull moment. And sometimes these amazing animals chime in. Tune in to Animal Outtakes to find out what they have to say. Watch Animal Outtakes every week on ABC 7.
Outdoor living is one of the greatest perks about living in Florida. So whether this is your style, or this, or maybe this, Contact Superior Pools. They've been building pools from Sarasota to Naples since 2001, and they would love to build yours.
Coming up Friday at 4 on Suncoast View, he is one of the longest-running stars of Saturday Night Live. Well, you know him for skits like Hans and Franz. Kevin Nealon is headlining at McCurdy's. He's going to stop by and chat with us. A photography expert helps us point and click and take the perfect picture of our holiday weekend. Plus, how to make the perfect ponytail. And Cafe Barboso is in the kitchen.
We're back. We're here with Pitmaster Mark and Chef Keith from Brick's Smoked Meats.
Hello, guys.
How are we doing today?
What are we cooking? Famous brisket.
Excellent, excellent. Mark
Smells
is gonna,
great over here.
Yeah, I'm going to show you all what we work with at our restaurant.
Oh my goodness.
Brick Smoked Meats. This is downtown Sarasota.
That's a lot of meat.
It is. So we start with a prime grade brisket. And this is just the top of the line, and we take it a step further. This is hormone free. So it's just a beautiful cut of meat, and it's beef that tastes like beef.
All right.
So I'm going to set this back over here, and I'll show you how we trim all of this down before it goes into the smoker. So this is the finished product of what we're looking at.
After you trim it down.
It is.
The fat off?
We cut that off, so there's a lot of trimmings that are lost in the process, and it shrinks down even further once it gets smoked. So it's a very long process from the care that we give it from beginning to end. So what I'm going to show you is how we season this. If you want to take that pan over here.
The whole pan?
Yeah, let's bring it all over here. And we can take this pepper out.
Now that's a lot of pepper.
That is. Go ahead and dump it right in. Go ahead and dump the whole thing in there.
Oh my goodness.
And you wondered why
Are you sure?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now go ahead and just sift that out a little bit.
I'm trying not to sneeze.
So we just drop it in there like that.
Okay.
Wow.
And then this gives it a pretty even coating. And then we just take this rub. You got some gloves on. You want to help me out here?
Sure. I've never done anything like this before. I've never seen this much pepper in my whole life.
So
But
we're gonna.
that's looking very interesting.
Yeah.
Wow.
So now that we get the
Let's get it
top
on here.
and
Yeah.
bottom. And when you have really good beef, you just need simple seasonings to it so that
So this is pepper and what?
This is salt and pepper. It's
Salt and pepper.
So your key is the quality
Simple,
of the meat, not
Yes.
necessarily a complicated rub.
correct.
It's
correct.
simplicity all the way.
So you're not
that makes
distracting.
Then we just shake it off, and then from here, it'll go into our smoker. It's an all wood-burning smoker that we brought in from Texas, and it'll smoke for about 18 hours, depending on the
18 hours.
weight
So
of the
we'll
meat.
stand here.
That's why they have cocktails.
Through the magic of TV, we have one right here.
All right.
Voila.
Save us some time.
Oh,
So
wow.
This is our finished product. So as you can see, the size where it
Wow.
goes from this down to this to that, and then down to this when
And it
it's
looks
finished.
charred to a crisp, but I'm
Looks
assuming
like you
that's
burned
just
it.
the pepper.
Not at
Just
all.
smoking the pepper.
Oh, wow.
Not at all. So I'll move this.
So we don't need to look worried if we see it looking like that.
No, not at all.
I would have tossed it out.
So
It's what you call the bark.
All right, and it isn't just the meat. You also have some special ways to serve it. Let's get going on some taco sauce.
absolutely.
But while he cuts, you're going to make the sauce?
Yes, we are.
All right, so tell me
some
how.
tacos. So in the base of our brisket tacos, we have a slaw that we do. It's a smoked poblano slaw. So we're going to make that first. We have a little honey that's going to go in for some sweetness.
Okay.
Some apple cider vinegar.
Okay.
That's a lot of ingredients.
Mayonnaise, actually for two different things. We're making a horseradish sauce also. So,
Wow.
And then the mayonnaise?
That sounds great.
so that's the mayonnaise. These are our smoked poblanos that are also smoked in our big red oiler. We call it Big Red. It's big.
And it's
And it's red, and Mark loves it. He falls in love with it. Every morning I see him hugging it.
He loves the smoke.
This is celery seed and some garlic powder. Just gonna mix those all together.
All right. So I'll mix while
gonna
you
mix
start
that?
on the
Okay.
other one.
Okay, great.
All right, so we're making a slaw sauce for the slaw that's going to go on our brisket tacos. And also, what is that, a drizzle topping then you're making also?
Right, this is gonna be a horseradish cream sauce.
Okay, that's going to go on the meat?
That's correct.
All right, so this is not just meat. We have all sorts of sauces and condiments and different ways of serving brisket at Brick Smoked Meats. And while you guys are doing that, look what I discovered. They also have dessert. Oh, I'm making a mess. These are the cutest little guys. Tell us about the different desserts that you're serving.
We have 3 desserts at Bricks that we serve. One is what we call our mojito. Our mojito pie is it's basically our twist on a key lime. It's delicious. It's got a vanilla wafer crust that we make with lime sugar.
And then I found something with banana.
You found something with banana? Yes, you did. That's banana pudding. We caramelize the top of it with some dark brown sugar.
Yes, you do.
And the other dessert that we have is this cute guy here. That is the
chocolate.
Right.
I love it.
It's a take on a s'mores. So it's basically a chocolate, house-made chocolate pudding.
I'm sampling them all. All right,
and it's got toasted marshmallow.
This is Brick Smoked Meats on State Street in Sarasota. You can pick up to-go packs for your holiday weekend. Enjoy the work their smokers doing. We're going to enjoy the brisket tacos and stop in and have a drink on your way in. Good to see you, Nate. Everybody enjoy the Suncoast view.